What is going on, my people? Welcome back to the Unfiltered Empire. You're back here with your host, Mello. I got my guy with me, Jai. How you doing today, my guy?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just ready to knock out this banger video for y'all. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Life is life, and just pushing through and being resilient. Can't complain. Just trying to keep positive and motivating the people, and dropping content like this for you guys. Having great conversations, chopping it up, talking about things they don't really talk about too much online. Well, we always start our videos out with the word of our day. And the word of the day we have today is resilience. I'm going to let my guy Jai break down the word for you guys and break down his perspective on how he uses the word in his everyday life. So what does being resilient or resilience mean to you?
So being resilient shows that you can adapt to any environment that you're in. You've gone through tough times. You've had a bump in the road, but you're still able to keep it pushing and keep that positive mindset to keep yourself motivated. And that's the biggest thing, to keep yourself motivated, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Mello's not going to sit here around and tell me, hey bro, you got to keep applying for these jobs. You got to keep looking for these business ideas so that we can do this, that, and the third. No, I got to sit here and I got to do it myself. If I'm not sitting here studying myself, educating myself, then I'm not being resilient. But it's about adapting to it's about adapting to the things that are happening around you. And again, keeping that positive mindset.
I agree, man. You said a while ago, educating yourself, because when you learn how something is done, you get to replicate it in the world in your own unique perspective and unique way. So think about resilience as it's that force field that's in front of you. It's invisible, you can't see it, but you bounce into it a lot of times. You try to run forward, you try to take a lot of deep strides going towards a goal or going towards a life achievement, and you hit that force field that makes you think to yourself, damn, is it really what I'm meant to be doing, or is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? But building resilience is breaking through that force field, because it's invisible. So since it's invisible, I know in the back of my head, if I keep pushing, I'm going to break through. Just like a wall. I know I can't run through a wall, but if I get the right tools and I start breaking down the wall piece by piece, I'm going to end up breaking through the wall. So I feel like that's really resilience, like pushing yourself to where you're getting out of your comfort zone, but then you're getting uncomfortable to now be comfortable in the future. It's the resilient part of dealing with whatever is going on, because it's life. Life is going to throw a lot of things at you. Life is going to make you think if you should be here or not. I'm being so real. Like, a lot of people can attest to that. Life will make you really wonder if this is what you really should be doing, or maybe I should go somewhere else. Maybe I shouldn't be here. But that resiliency is what keeps you going. That resiliency is what keeps you pushing harder and harder and harder to your goal, to your dreams, and to your aspirations. Because at the end of the day, you have to be resilient to get to where you're trying to go.
You can't be successful if you're not resilient.
You can't. I don't think it happens overnight. I don't think it happens by chance. It happens because compounding the same thing over and over, trying to make your goal happen in reality. Something can happen in your life with, like you mentioned, a bump. You can hit a bump in life. I've hit many bumps in life.
And that's what I like to call it too.
Yeah, it's just a speed bump.
Yeah, not to cut you off. But again, it is a speed bump.
Yeah.
Again, just challenges.
If you go over the speed bump too fast without taking care of the car, you break the car on the speed bump. But if you see the speed bump coming, or you might not even see the speed bump coming, but you are cautious with how you're driving yourself, your mind, your body, well, then that speed bump doesn't affect you as much as it would the car that wasn't prepared at all.
Or if you have yourself a big truck and you think about yourself like that, your resilience is that big. Now your truck, we going over that speed bump. That's nothing. That's did I hit a squirrel?
Hopefully you didn't hit a squirrel either. Man, but that's actually a really good example of being resilient. It's like, think of a truck. A truck has bigger wheels. A truck has a stronger engine. A truck has a better body frame. A truck can go through more damage than a regular sedan car. Why do you think that? Because they put a little bit more time in making the truck. The parts on the truck is more hefty. That's why they call truck heavy duty trucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to do the heaviest work, the hardest work, and the things that most other cars can't do. So just like the analogy we had in the last video about taking care of your body, just like how you take care of your car. Because if you don't take care of your car is going to break down. If you don't take care of your body going to break down. It's the same way how you think of yourself. Think of yourself as that big truck. Don't think of yourself as a little Beetle.
Mm-hmm.
Think of yourself as a Ford F-150.
Even in the car crash, you notice that a truck don't get as damaged as much as a small little car. That's how your resilience needs to be.
You run into the back of a truck, the bumper might not even get a scratch. The other car is destroyed.
You could probably still run through the obstacle that's in front of you.
Come on. And it also teaches you how to bounce back from the bumps that you do get in life. Because there is going to be a bunch of bumps. There's going to be unexpected things that happen. There's going to be things that you expected to happen. But it's all about how do you shake back from it. You can lose your job. You can lose someone in your family. You can lose your dignity. Something can happen to you in person where you feel embarrassed. You feel less of yourself. How do you bounce back from that? Do you let that conquer you? Do you let that break your mind down? Do you allow the negative thoughts to overpower yourself and take over your mind? Or do you start being resilient? Do you start thinking that, this happened for a reason? Everything happens for me, not to me. I'm not a victim, so I know that whatever is going on in my life right now is meant to happen to me and for me. So how do I turn this into growth? How do I turn this into growth? How do I turn this into getting better? And that is really being resilient. You have to phase out anything that turns your mind negative, because 99% of the things, if you allow it to, will turn your mind negative. So you have to mindfulness. You have to
adaptability.
Yeah, it's the key words, and it's not even just about the keywords. It's about the action of doing those keywords. Like you'll have a harder time being resilient if you don't put yourself in uncomfortable situations, because then when something uncomfortable happens, how are you going to handle it? How are you going to shake back from that? How are you going to actually phase out whatever noise is happening and focus on the real goal and the real objective? Because that's what really matters. People lack resilience.
I want to ask, how can you, let's say I didn't know how to be resilient. How can I start working on it so that the next time something happens to me,
great question,
I know how to react?
It's literally down to programming your mind to believe that you know how to react when it happens, because you can't control what's going to happen to you in this life. You can control how you react to it, but you can't control to what happens. I can't control if it rains outside. I can't control if someone hits my car, but I control how I react to these type of situations. So that's how I would tell someone, if you aren't resilient right now, or you feel like you're lacking resilience, that's okay. Because acknowledging that you're lacking it is the part of showing that you can achieve resilience. So it all starts in your mind. You have to program yourself that you know that you are powerful. You know that whatever comes into your life, good or bad, you can take power over whatever is happening. You can flip the script, because everything's a script. It's something happens, now we tell ourselves a story. Once we start telling ourselves that story, it goes into next week, goes into week after next week. But it's the story that really matters. That's where the resilience really starts. Like something might happen to me, and I'm gonna tell myself in that story, once that thing happens to me, okay, this is the best trajectory for me to shake back. This is the best trajectory out here for me to pursue my same goals that I had before, my same aspirations, and actually try to get it done. So it all starts in the mind, bro. You have to sell yourself the dream. And the dream is you are the most powerful human being on earth. And if you can't sell yourself that, then figure out now, what are the characteristics of someone that is a powerful human being on earth? And then now, can I copy that in my own way possible? Find someone around you that moves in an energy that you want to carry on your own self. And then start taking notes and start carrying it on in your own life. And then when these situations happen in your life, start thinking to yourself, what would they do? And then when I started thinking, what would they do? I'm like, all right, now let me try to mimic that myself. What would you do? How would you perceive to someone, like when something happens to you? What's your 1-2 step of how you shake back?
First, on how I react, like you said, my reaction needs to be calm, no matter what's going on. If you notice people who are, I'm trying to think of a good analogy. Jurassic Park. because this is a good
I
one.
want to
You know
see
what I'm
you
saying?
know this one.
So you're at the park. A dinosaur escapes. You see everybody running around, bumping into each other. Get out the way! Ah!
Yeah.
You don't even know where you're running to. You just running.
Facts.
If you sat down, stayed calm, think of a plan.
Most people can't. Most people are gonna say they can't stay calm in that type of
And that's the thing. But again, this is an analogy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a car accident, if you're in a fire, the first thing you're gonna. If you're in a fire, the first reaction you're gonna have is, oh shit.
Facts. How do I
My
get out of
first
this?
yeah, exactly. My first reaction is, how do I get out of this?
Yeah, and that also goes into play of being aware of your surroundings. Like that, I feel like that goes into being resilient.
It is.
You can't, like we said earlier, you can't control what happens to you in life, but you can control how you perceive everything, right? Like, say there is a fire about to happen, or say that I'm somewhere and something tragic is happening. Well, then I know before that incident happened, one of the main things that I do is I scope out where I'm at. I scope out the area that I'm in. I scope out the exits of where I'm at. I scope out the people that's around
And
me.
that's a lot of things that people lack right now.
Because we're doing this all day.
Yeah.
If you're doing this, you can't see what else is going on around you.
And you don't have to be an observer, because I know a lot of people like to label yourselves, if that's a good word to use. But to sit here and say, well, I'm an observer, well, then find someone who's an observer and now start to act or react how they do. Find a mentor who has great resilience. Find a mentor who is going to react when a certain, again, a fire in a high school or in a school or something like that. They tell you what, to walk in a single file line and get out the door as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Most people aren't going to react that way. And
Most
it's
people
all,
start running.
yeah. Most people are going to start, let me get the screaming and stuff. How are you able to listen?
If you're screaming.
How are you able to react if you're screaming, if you're running? I have a great story for that. I was at Disney World on one of the rides. We're all sitting in it's one of the little virtual rides or whatever. I got about 3 girls with me and then 3 guys, 2 of them my friends. We're going through it. The ride stops. Nothing crazy happened. The ride stops. The lights are out. The girls are screaming. What are you screaming for? Have you died? Have you been injured? The ride just stopped and the lights are out. Again, what are we screaming for?
Yeah, it's panic.
What are you panicking for?
Yeah.
Nothing has happened to you. And the door, you can see the door. You can see the exit door right here. You can see the exit door right there.
But you're screaming.
Relax. Observe what is around you. Is there a reason for me to be screaming? Or did the ride just stop? Again, this is an analogy. I want you to use this for your regular life. Or did the ride just stop for a second? 2 seconds later, the lights turn back on. We're moving.
Think of that bump in life. Is that bump everything? Did that bump take you off of where you're really supposed to go? Did it stop life from lifing? No. But if you just shake back, the life is gonna keep going the way it was supposed to go. If you sit there and you hit the bump and you start screaming and panicking, you can't even figure out how to get forward again. You can't figure out how to put the car back in driving. Have the roller coaster start going. It's those little things where instead of thinking strategically, we think emotionally. And emotionally, the first thing we're gonna do is panic. Because our emotion can't fix the problem. Strategically, realistically, if something happens you can't control, you can't even fix the problem. But you can strategically think about, how can I now handle this problem? Instead of, oh my goodness, the problem's here. And now, what do we do? Panicking only leads to more panic. And then panicking also leads to more people around you panicking.
Also leads to stress later on.
Oh, for sure. And what does stress lead to? Sickness. And what does sickness lead to? Like, there's a chain reaction of all these different things that we do in our life. Some of it's positive, some of it's negative. Being resilient, you can be resilient doing the wrong thing. You can be resilient about destroying your own mind. It's like it goes hand in hand in both ways, just depending on how you choose to use it. And we come on here and we're telling you not how to use it, but we're telling you now this is a way to use it. This is a way that you could now look at it. And if you weren't looking at it this way, here's another perspective. And this perspective has helped me. This perspective was different from where I was at before. Because when I was in a certain situation before, I would go into panic mode. And you can't think strategically in panic mode. It's just impossible. And in panic mode, you can't even plan for the future. So I'm catching myself not planning. I'm catching myself just doing something random because I'm panicking.
Exactly.
And it doesn't get me anywhere I'm trying to go. But now when I started strategically thinking about how I'm going to do things, okay, this bump. I did want to switch gears. I want to talk about the Met Gala that just happened a couple days ago. So I am not the most familiar. I'm familiar with the program that happens every year, but I've never been there myself. I don't know too many people that go there, but I do see the name of the people that do go, and I also see the type of people that go. When you look at that type of environment, it's mostly black people. Met Gala, it's a majority black people. We're dressed up. We're showing off our taste. We're showing off our style. We're showing off our fashion. And when I say our fashion, I don't mean what I would want to be wearing. I'm just saying what now is put to the bloggers, what's put to the mainstream media, what's put on social media. If you notice, those type of events have the most bloggers there. The most people that are taking the pictures of everything, taking all different types of aspects of what's going on in the function. And I was listening to a video and I actually read about this a little bit. They raised $31 million this year. That's the most the Met Gala has ever raised ever. And the people that funded this is black people. So it makes me think at times, and it made me sit back and think like, damn, we really can come together and fund to change a lot of shit, but we don't. We don't change the majority of the things. And then it also goes back to the point where just in November, October, September, we were all against each other for one side loving one person and the other side loving one person. And this is between the black community. Forget anybody else. It's just between us. We were just bashing each other 1 second ago about Trump versus Kamala, and the people that pick Kamala, the people that pick Trump. Whatever side you pick is whatever side you choose. Don't really care. But then you notice that we are moving now like nothing ever happened. Like everything's fine. Everything's all good. What people have to start realizing, and the main reason why I brought it up, is you have to pick out the distractions that are out there to distract you from what's going on. Because this was like an example of everything's fine. Oh, everyone's happy, everyone's dressing fly, all the big celebrities are here. When in reality, 98% of the people out here are broke. Majority of people can't survive anymore. They're losing their jobs. They don't know what to do anymore right now. You have Social Security that just damn near getting cut, that Trump said yesterday. That's mostly going to affect black people and poor people. So you have all these things happening in the world. We don't even want to talk about the wars that are going on overseas with all these different countries. Even the war we have going on in our own country between each other. We don't really talk about that at all. But then we see that on TV. We see that on social media. We see that pushed everywhere like everything's fine, when it's like we're nowhere near that at all. Have you seen anything about that on social media?
I have. I mean, I see it all the time, but again, it goes to like you said, where people are like, it's fine.
Yeah, we're getting to that point where we're so okay to be distracted in the time that we're not supposed to be distracted. Like, this is the one time, and I think realistically, this is the most important time not to be distracted because of how many things are changing in front of our eyes so fast. Like, you kind of have to be aware of what's going on around you because everything going on around you is impacting you that you just don't realize yet. In the next month, in the next 2-3 months, we're going to start seeing a lot of things change in America. And it's going to change in a way where it's only going to impact two sections of people in two different ways. It's going to impact the higher level of people in a great way because they're going to make more money. But then the people that are on the lower part of the standard are going to be in shambles. AI is here. Artificial intelligence, AGI, AI talking to you, agents, they're all here. AI is taking everything over. on that note as well, if you need one-on-one coaching with AI and you're interested in learning AI and how to actually take your ideas that you have, because right now most people don't have the income that they want to have, or they have a business idea that they have in their mind but they don't know how to really build it and start it, go to Built with Mello on TikTok, Twitter, Gumroad, and get a coaching session. And if you let me know you're from the Unfiltered Empire, your first session is free. I'll teach you what you need to know about AI. We can actually start building your business with AI and incorporating AI into everything that you do. And if you don't know anything about it and you don't even want to start it, but you want to learn, go to there. I'm going to have the link in the bio. I'm going to actually have this tagged in the video so you can actually see it, because we have to start learning more about AI. If you don't know how to talk to a ChatGPT, if you don't know how to talk to a Claude, and when I say talk to it, I don't just mean, hey, help me build this business. No, you got to prompt the AI to do exactly what you want it to do. You are a business specialist. You specialize in growing businesses from scratch to $1 million profit. And you're specialized in doing it in this amount of time frame. You want to prompt your AI to do these things for you because you want to get the best response out of your questions. And that's where I teach you how to do all of that. I've taught a little bit to Jai. Jai's taken what I've given him and ran with it. Jai is damn near building stuff. I just sit on the side and I'm like, isn't this amazing? Like, isn't it beautiful, bro? Like, someone took knowledge that they already knew a little bit on anyways, and then I came around, told him some extra stuff that he maybe knew already, and then ran with it. That could be you. And we don't know what you're going to build, but you're also capable of building something great. So start learning about AI. Even if you don't come learn with me, learn it somewhere. Like, AI is here. You're hearing people lose their job. Amazon just started making what's it called? The AI robots that work in the warehouse and tracking steps. What do you think that's going to do in the next year? That means most warehouse workers, because what are companies trying to do? Yeah, company don't want someone that's going to call out of work. Company don't want no one that's sick. Company does not want someone that's late. And you know what's funny? A robot ain't going to call out. A robot will not be late to work. And a robot is going to keep doing the work over and over and over and never complain. My ChatGPT has never told me I'm done working for the day. It's never told me I don't feel well, I'm not going to come in. It's going to keep working over. As long as you pay it and you fund the money and the data centers there, it's going to keep going. And for other people that are watching this all over the world, especially in America too, you notice how much data centers they're building. There's a new center building up everywhere. In Atlanta, there's the Amazon warehouse. There's another center building right across the street from that same warehouse. People nowadays that had nice acres of land are now getting called because people want to go buy the land to go put data centers out. Why do you think they're building so much data centers? Because that's what powers AI. The more data centers you build, the more processing power you have in cloud storage for these AIs to run. Every time you send a message to ChatGPT, that's going into NVIDIA's data center and it's running through all those computers. And it's processing the information and spitting it back out to you. So if they're making more of that, that's letting you know that there's more to come. There's self-driving cars. There's self-flying drones.
About to be self-flying cars.
Yeah, China's already working on self-flying planes. They already have prototypes already. I was watching a video. There's multiple prototypes already out of planes without pilots. It's not going to be anything where it's going to be big-time commercial planes because you have to have a pilot. Right. But just imagine where they're going with these things. What do you think the next 5 years is going to look like? What do you think the next 5 years is going to look like? If you were to give people a breakdown real quick of, this is Jai's perspective. And in what ways? Because people need to hear this.
First, before I even get into that, people need to start learning AI immediately.
Most def.
That's going to be the biggest thing in the next 5 years.
I would say it's the biggest thing in the next year. Because it's already the biggest thing right now. I
agree, but imagine in 5 years.
Oh, for sure. I feel like in 5 years...
It's over. You don't have to... There is no... Brother, if you've got a job that an AI can do,
it will take
Amazon, fucking...
computer jobs,
damn near a kitchen. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I seen somebody... They had an all kitchen ran by a robot.
There's some in California right now.
I believe so, yeah. Where all you got to do is DoorDash it and boom, boom, boom. It's giving it to you. Because Starbucks, it's over. They already make the drinks in the gas station. Imagine what you're going to be doing in 2 years. In 5 years, we're gonna be living in, what is it called? Utopia, dystopia?
Utopia? A
Yeah.
utopia society?
Yeah. In a utopia society. And then I'm gonna steal this from
For sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
AI is gonna start making laws.
Oh yeah, you saw it from me.
This is a clip right there. I'm still in that. I'm still in that. I'm still in that shit.
Hey, I like so the it's on camera.
But go ahead. I'll let you elaborate.
Think about it. Before I go deeper on that, if you're hearing about all these tariffs, you're hearing about the price go up, and you're hearing about everything skyrocketing, and then job employment are lowering. Let's do the math just a little bit. If I'm a business, and now to get the products that I'm going to sell to the people cost me more money, and I have these humans working for me, and now I have to pay more to get the stuff, something has to cut. I have to cut costs somewhere. Because now I can't just raise the price on everything. Well, I have to actually. But I also can't just start paying them more money. I can't go pay my worker $4 extra now because I'm finally having to spend maybe $6 more on a product, sell it more. That means the profit margin for the owners are cut. No owner wants to lose money. So what's the smartest, efficient thing to do as an owner? Well, I'm going to replace the human with a machine that will do the work the human was doing for less money. And now these tariffs are going to hit my company, but I still get my profit at the end of the day because I made a cut into the part of the human part of the job. But yeah, AI is going to make laws. There was speculations and talk about Trump's campaign this year and how AI was included in it and some of the things that he was doing. I'm not going to go too in depth on it because I don't know the most about it, so I don't want to talk too much on something I don't fully know. But there's going to be a standpoint because you have to also remember all these big companies, someone's programming AI. And if all these big companies are all making their AI, the government's the government's already included in some of these AI programs. Yeah, the government already has access to everything we can think of. They've already have access to ChatGPT before we got ChatGPT. So if they have access to all these things, they're going to utilize it to be more efficient as well. Humans are training AI. And when AI gets into the wrong hand of humans, that's when AI is destructive. So think about different movies where AI take over the world. AI is not magically just going to take over the world by itself. It's going to take over the world by whoever's prompting it to take over the world. That's why it's like in the next 5 years, it's going to be chaos. Because now you're going to have a lot of people that don't have money or homes or anything that they can afford to have and live. So that one causes more stress. And on top of the stress, then that's going to cause people now to go learn AI for destruction because they're going to feel like AI caused all the destruction in their life. So now how can I use AI to cause destruction in other people's lives? Instead of thinking to themselves, well, if I can learn how to use AI the same way they did to take me out of my job, then I can use it to now take other people out, realistically, take other people out of their jobs and make the money myself. Because all you got to learn how to do is program something, learn how to prompt something, know how to ask the right questions. But if you don't know that, in the next 5 years, you're going to sit back and think to yourself, damn, I wish I learned AI. Because if I learned AI, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. And most things that you do for your job is computer-based, majority of people. Even down to the basic job like delivering packages to Amazon. What do you think all that system is? It's all a computer-based system. You're just a human driving a van. And sooner or later, the human driving the van is going to be gone. Because there's already self-driving cars. And then how efficient would that be for Amazon or big name companies like Walmart, like Target? Well, we don't want to talk about Target, but think about those big name companies that want to save money. If I get rid of the human and I get someone that'll never complain, I don't have to worry about the human anymore. And then we already have a presidency in here. We already have a president that doesn't care about most people that are not at that level that they are at. So if you have an economy that's slowly going down, AI is rapidly going up, tariffs and inflation is rapidly going up, the only outcome of that is AI taking over everything, and then the people that don't know how to use AI is suffering. And the sad thing is when people hear AI taking over everything, they think AI is a threat. But if AI takes over everything, that means the human beings are programming it to do that. So you have to learn how to be that human being to program AI to do something for you. Doesn't mean take over the world, doesn't mean build bombs, but there is going to be something that happens in the next couple of years that's probably going to be catastrophic from someone building something with AI and it being destructive and destroying something. We're human beings. That's what we do by nature. We cause wars, we go at each other, we argue with each other. We're pretty negative when it comes to a lot of things we don't agree on. So what do you think that's going to do for the person that gets a control over an agent that has a gun in his hand that can do anything at once at any command? So the next 5 years, there's going to be a hierarchy between the people that understand what's going on and the people that are completely lost. And the people that are completely lost are going to be wondering, how did they get so far lost? And the people that know what's going on are going to wonder, how did the people lost get so far lost as well? Because AI is in front of us right now. It's not like they're hiding it. They're just not putting it in the mainstream media because it scares a lot of people. But things that scare you should also incite you on what it really means. Look at politics. Like, it scares a lot of people. People don't even want to talk about it. Religion, politics, that's two things I don't really talk about too much because of how sensitive people are towards it. But when you realize the background and how it's made, what it's actually made to do to your mind, it doesn't scare you no more. You just know how to work the system yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to say two things. So if you don't believe what he's saying, I want you to just look on social media yourself.
Facts.
People are making images that are unbelievable.
Donald Trump was a nun.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, they're making
He's a pope.
Yeah, they're making stupid stuff. But they're also making stuff that, imagine you see,
world.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a couple of posts where it's like, oh, this is a new sea creature that never been seen by eyes.
Yep.
Bro, I can tell this is AI just because of a little tweak here. But in 5 years, that's gonna be precise.
And I don't want to stay on that thought. I just want to say one thing. Also, think about medically. Think about your doctors. Think about the people working on your body, putting the medicine in you and creating the medicine. They're using AI to make a lot of medicine now. And AI is going to be here now to where there's pros and cons to everything. A pro is, in the future, we're going to have a lot more advancements in taking care of your body.
I agree.
Because AI is going to come up with things that we couldn't have came up with. I didn't want to put that out there.
Now I got another thing to damn say. It's alright. It's alright. Again, yeah. Watch social media if you don't believe what we're saying here. They're shooting it out already. And again, in 5 years, it's gonna look damn near believable. You've already got the scams going on where it was in the news a couple of years back where, again, there's people calling people saying, hey, this is Becky. I am saying, calling their parents, hey, this is Becky. I need $100 for this, that, and the third. It's a scammer over the phone. That's just how good AI is getting right now.
I can clone my voice.
Yeah, we can clone our voice and have a video. We can make these videos from just AI right now.
I have an avatar that is me. That's on my computer. I sent it to you the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I have an avatar that I made through AI that is, I can tell it whatever I want it to say and make a 1 minute video and it'll be realistic. You think it's me.
Yeah. We don't even gotta make these videos.
It's here.
Number 2. Like he said, learn AI immediately. In 5 years, like you said, it's gonna be that hierarchy. You don't even have to use AI for your business. You can use AI for everyday tasks.
Be more efficient.
Once you learn it from Mello, or if you don't, again, learn it from Mello. But if you don't, learn it immediately. Start talking to it. That was the easiest way for me to make the prompts that I needed when I was starting my when I was starting my Instagram page. Even when I'm still talking to it now, sometimes I just I don't know how to type this right now. Let me just talk this into it. Hey, I'm ready to make the next word of the day. I want this to be in here, this to be in here, this to be in here. How can we make sure this is efficient so that my views are up? Again, you don't need it to make a business. You should.
Why not?
You should.
Why wouldn't you?
But you can use it for everyday tasks as well. I've been asking mine, how can I get my workout routine better? I know Mello's been looking at his as well.
I trained my AI to train me like an NBA player, and I promise you, it has been doing work.
Exactly.
It's working.
Because it works.
Yeah, you just have to prompt it the right way. Don't just say, "Hey, I need a gym workout." No.
Yeah.
Hey, my body frame.
And that's what a lot of people are gonna do too.
Oh,
you know what I'm
sure.
saying?
For sure.
So again, like you said, just how my body looks, just how much I weigh, just how much body fat I have. What is the best workout goal? What's the best workout thing for me? I fucking had a blank thing. My bad.
What is the best? For someone that wanted to get in shape and you wanted to get in shape, the best prompt you can use is, so my body, I won't even say my body. I am this current weight right now. My goal is to be this current weight. You are a profound fitness instructor that is known on working on any body type and getting them to their goal. You are disciplined, you are structured, and you build systems that once you follow the system, it will work. And then from there now, you start to characterize yourself. This is what I do. This is what my day-to-day looks like. This is how many times I want to be in the gym. These are the times that I'm going to be in the gym. This is what I do before I go to the gym. Because now you're tailoring everything to benefit your unique way. Because we're all unique in every single way possible. We're all unique in every way. So you got to be unique with your prompts. You got to be unique with your questions.
But we're just going to leave the prompt stuff right there because, again, you need to go to his website, start learning it with him, figure out what is the best way for me to use ChatGPT in my life right now.
And then another thing we got pushing towards you guys is fruit juice.
Oh boy.
We've talked about it
excited about times, this one.
And we built an app that we're working on. Building a website as well that we're working on. But we have built a chatbot.
Right.
And if you want access to this chatbot, just comment me in the chat and we'll send you access to the chatbot. This chatbot will now it'll give you analysis on how to take care of your body. So say you're feeling sick and we tell you all the time, drink fruit juice. Well, now you have a fruit juice assistant with you at all times. I don't feel well, this is what's going on with me right now, because we are comfortable telling AI what's going on. We've proven that with ChatGPT and everything else. We're comfortable telling AI things that we wouldn't want to tell someone. Like, you wouldn't want to sit and tell me this, which is okay. Tell the bot now, and the bot will now recommend the juices for you to either get, or we're gonna have it break down how we're gonna ship it to you and get it to your door. Because this is the revolution that we're trying to start. We're gonna heal the people with their mind, we're gonna heal the people with their body, and then your soul's gonna heal itself. That's the blueprint to take care of our own people. Because we're trying to build a community here. You gotta take care of yourself to be in a community of people taking care of themselves.
Yeah, the the chatbot is a doctor of a sort. Dr. Vital.
He's gonna be your assistant.
This chatbot. Fuck.
Cut.
This chatbot is a doctor of sorts. Dr. Vital. This chatbot is for more than just being sick as well.
Oh, for sure.
If you are low on energy, if you may have ED.
Oh, for my guy.
Go ahead.
For my guys, I just throw it out right now. Beetroot will get you up every time. No matter what you're doing, no matter how bad you think you got it, if your mind is desensitized from how much porn you've been watching, don't worry, I got you.
If you don't want to take pills
and
destroy your body, because that has a long term. That's a lot of things that people don't talk about.
Come on.
Yeah, take Viagra. Yeah, take what's a fucking Blue Chew. Yeah,
take the honey pack.
Yeah, take the honey pack. That's what causes ED later on.
Oh, for sure.
Those pills being in your body, the honey packs. You know what I'm saying? I see dumb shit all the time. You're putting fucking 5 in the bro. You're good. You're good for that moment. But imagine you trying to clap something at 50, 60.
And think about it. I see people drinking liquor with the honey pack.
Yeah, you're wildin', brother.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're killing yourself double time.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
And it goes into knowing the body. Like, why I say beet juice is the reason why I say that's gonna help you is because it increases your blood flow. What gets that part of your body up? Blood flow. So if there's a dysfunction out there, if it's not getting the way it needs to, just because it lacks blood flow. It lacks blood flow from getting overstimulated because the brain controls what goes down there. That's why people say all the time they need to think with their head and not down there. Because down there will think for you because there'll be some blood flowing you. That's all you feel. Right? We can attest to that. Right? That's in that moment in time. That's all you think of. That's how you move. Especially when it's like nighttime, your dopamine effect is higher. So you want that reward. You want that stimulant. Man, just come tap in, bro. And from what we're saying, you know, we studied this.
And I'm not gonna lie, that's probably gonna be the first juice that we drop once the app comes up. We're gonna promote that a lot because
everybody going through it.
I ain't trying to be on your dick, you know what I'm saying? But again, you don't need to be taking these type of pills. You don't need to be doing that. If you want beet juice, like you said, beetroot, like he said.
It's a beet juice, but the
it's the actual,
is the beetroot.
It's the beetroot. So again, it's time to hop on that, get off the pills. We talk about not stop smoking, but slowing down on smoking. The pills is a big thing too. We ain't touched on it a lot, but that's what creates these addictions. Well, now I need this to get up. Now I need this to feel this way. You don't.
No.
It goes into the depression and stuff too. Some people, okay, I'll say maybe.
Yeah.
I don't even agree. You know what I'm saying? I'm like maybe.
I'll say just from whatever's going on in your life.
Yeah, you don't need antidepressants. You need to go take your ass outside and enjoy the sun. You don't need a pill. When you think back on people who were before us and stuff like that, there wasn't this much depression. Sorry.
I wonder why.
Because they're not popping.
No, you're right about the pills, but I do think now, I'm not going to say I think, the pills come after you've already done the problem. The pills are now the solution to the problem.
Yeah, okay, I give you that.
So back then, they didn't have the problem factor that we all are living in. Remember, social media was not around this. Social media is pretty new. Yeah, people be forgetting at times, especially the time we're in right now, where everyone talks whatever they want to. You go on X, Twitter, you're seeing the most craziest things. We're in a time where it's just a free-for-all attack on your brain, realistically. And the majority of people aren't mentally strong enough for that attack because we weren't made to be strong enough to take in that type of attack. If you look back at times that he's talking about, they didn't have all this depression problems because it wasn't pushed to you like that. There wasn't so many factors out there that was leading you. Most people's problems was money, like it is still now. Lack of job and resources. But other than that, that's it, because there wasn't too many other things now.
You're not,
Nowadays, people are worried about what everyone else thinks. How my video didn't get this much likes. This person commented something bad on my video. Now you're depressed. Now you're bringing yourself down a loophole. We just talked about AI. We just talked about what the next 5 years is going to look like. Now think about how it's going to impact you in the next 5 years if you're not healthy. Like, think about that. Imagine something does happen to your job. Imagine something does happen to someone around you where now they're not even working, you gotta take care of them. Can you afford to exert more energy to go take care of someone else if you're already sick right now? That's why you gotta take care of your body. If you take care of your body, you take care of your mind, your soul. You have more energy to go give to someone and help somebody if you need to. Forget someone else, you got more energy to give to yourself. That's why you push fruit juice. There's another juice that actually enhances your energy. Because a lot of people are drained. People are drained from work. People go to work and that's it. After work, they're drained. They're completely done. Now they're chilling for the rest of the day. They're kind of quiet. They're just sleeping, relaxing, which I don't blame them because they're drained. But now we have to get to that factor where we're not drained.
Facts.
That's the key. It's not getting drained from a situation that realistically is not permanent. Because we should always have that thought in our mind: how we build our own system. Yes, we need workers, but for the people that's watching this, for the people we're trying to be around. We can't build with each other every day if we're working 12-hour, 8-hour shifts. We can't get to it. It's just clipping. we can't get to where we're trying to go if we don't even have time to plan on where we're trying to go. Because we're at work, we might plan what we're trying to do in the future while we're at work, but then when we get home, nothing goes into execution because my brain is fried. I'm trying to help the people now not have their brain fried, because there's so many things out here that's going to fry the shit out of your brain. The phone fries the shit out of our brain. The early 20s, mid 20s, like, we are the generation that's getting fried because all these things are coming out in our generation. Like, X was not like this 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Instagram wasn't like this 4, 5, 6 years ago. None of these social media sites were. Think about how hard they push certain agendas on you now. Think about what they're teaching kids in school. Like, there's a shift that happened, and it's during our generation, especially people our age. The shift happened during our generation. It's only gonna get worse. That's why you gotta go even. Just like they're going hard to fry your brain, you gotta go hard you gotta go even harder to take care of yourself now.
We're one of the smartest generations to ever live.
We have the most technology. We're in the best time ever to be living.
Literally.
Yeah. I have AI that can write me a whole script. I don't have to do the script. I can put in a whole other AI system and have that voice say the script for me.
And people know that, and that's the thing too. People know this. You're in school. You're in school. Yeah. You're using ChatGPT to do your homework. You're using it to help you study.
You pass college because of ChatGPT.
Why not use it to
build something? Man, I gotta get that. Anything else you want to talk about this video, man? Oh, quick topic. For a lot of people. I want to hear. I want to hear your comments, and I want to hear your thoughts. I'm gonna build on the scenario, and I want you to let me know what you would do in this scenario, and then we're gonna let you know what we think about the scenario. Think of food and think of a burger. You eat a burger, you get a burger. There's a beef patty. There's lettuce. There's tomatoes. There's onions. There's different things on the burger.
Ketchup, mustard.
Yeah, there's multiple different condiments, different toppings. Does it matter which way you eat your burger? Like, if your lettuce is on the bottom or if your lettuce is on the top? Does that matter to you? And I also want to throw the question out. Is it crazy to flip the burger upside down and eat it upside down?
Or sideways if need
sideways. Be. I want to get your opinion on that because I had a very insightful conversation with some people. And they were saying that the burger needs to be a certain way. And it's like, I don't disagree because it's a preference. And I agree with people's preferences because that's how they want to do something. But I'm thinking universally, though, does it matter? Your thoughts?
I don't think it matters.
I don't think so either.
At the end of the day, it's going in your mouth. You're ingesting it. You're just trying to get hungry.
Just like a hot dog. Would you eat a hot dog upside down? I don't eat glizzies. But would you eat a glizzy upside down?
That was crazy right there. Somebody's gonna clip that one day, and that's definitely a fucking going viral.
Oh, for sure.
Would you eat a glizzy upside down? Yeah. That is fucking wild.
Because in the day, you just try and get full, right?
But that's fine.
That's why you eat it. But I wanted to leave y'all with that, man. We've had a great episode. We just love having these conversations.
It's a good time.
Yeah, you know.
I enjoy the people that watch our stuff. I love hearing y'all's comments about it. Again, hop on the fruit juice wave. We got this app about to drop in the next month or two. We got some crazy stuff for y'all, man. So
come learn AI.
Yeah, that's
learn it fast. Get a call with me. Talk with me one-on-one in person. We will break down exactly what you need to do and how to do it, and I'll help you every step of the way. And it's been a great episode. I hope every one of y'all have an amazing day.